Hello, this is Roger Hornback. I have a question for you. Are you the parent of a child with a problem? See, the National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence states that drug addiction is a family disease. So what can you say or do to help your child? Well, if they're under 18, you can put them in a program. I realize this will cause a lot of stress and pain and aggravation. Sometimes you have to do that. See, this is the time in the process where you, as a parent, need as much support as you can get. The sad news is you really can't do much after they turn 18 unless they ask for help. Be aware, addicted people usually don't want to discuss their problem. Most times, they deny having a problem and refuse to speak at all. Now, common symptoms of addictive behavior are problems at school. The grades start falling. They start skipping, they lie about going. They skip school frequently. They're not bathing properly, causes quite a stink in the house. They're stealing from you or family members to support their habit. Lying about their drug usage. For example, I only do it when I'm with my friends. They will deny. Denial's not just a river in Egypt. They have a hangover. They drink on a daily basis. They're hiding booze or drugs around the house and drinking secretly. Many times they suffer depression, anxiety, or the ability to sleep. And lastly, memory problems. They can't remember where they hid the goods. Now, when you're jonesing for hit and you can't find the stash, it can be frantic. I speak from experience. If they're using opiates, they're constantly stoned and listless. They don't want to do anything. If they're starting to have withdrawal symptoms, it'll seem that they have a bad case of the flu. If they keep getting the flu, I'll tell you right now, it ain't the flu. Now, overdose is a common occurrence with opiate addiction, and death follows far too often, causing extreme heartbreak and pain for their loved ones. They get very defensive. They lose interest in any other aspect of their lives. Now, what can you do about this as a parent? Well, first of all, don't blame yourself. You didn't cause it. Second, don't try to be a hero and try to rescue the addict. They may get rebellious or feel judged when you do that. You might be able to get help by getting a professional involved if they're willing to speak to them. They have to be involved or it is wasted effort. Do not enable them. Never, under any circumstances, give a person with a problem any money. Don't finance their problem. Your role is to support them on their journey to sobriety. You can't save them. It is vital that you let them know that you are in their corner. Don't lie to them or allow them to lie to you. Remember, to make their life, it's not your job to make their life better or worse. You are dealing with a person who is addicted, and most people with addiction are master manipulators and very deceitful. This isn't good or bad, it just is. Now, consistency on your part is vital. It's vitally important, vitally important. You must stick to what you say even if they get upset or start yelling. You must be willing to call them on their BS. They will tell you anything, and I mean anything, to get what they want. Things to say to a person with a problem must be said to them in a non-confrontational manner, by the way. Number one, you've changed. Your mood's different. I love you. This must be true. You can't say I love you with conditions. You're not alone. Assure them that you are on their side. Except everyone needs help. They'll listen. Inpatient, outpatient, psychiatric help, and anonymous programs are just a few of the options for recovery. It's not your fault. I'm sure you didn't wake up one morning and say, my goal in life is to become an addict and make my parents and everybody that loves me's lives a chaos. Things will get better. However, things take time. Also, patience and work, but mostly time. Now, how can I help? Asking is one thing I recommend every day or two. Always speak to them as adults. The good news. Now, finally, I was giving you a lot to think about, things that most people don't want to hear. There are programs out there for parents, spouses, siblings, and friends of people who suffer from addiction. The main one is www.SAMHSA.gov/programs. There's a ton of information on dozens of subjects and is available in many different languages. I personally counted 42 different programs on their website. There also are faith-based community initiatives for people who don't want to try the anonymous programs. Now, there are also community outreach programs that can be an avenue for you as a parent to learn more about your role in the recovery process. Now, grants are also available to nonprofits to expand their ability to help more people live, to heal. There's help everywhere. Now, I live in Northern Illinois. Just down the road in Crystal Lake, there's Northern Illinois Recovery. They offer both inpatient and outpatient programs for people with a problem. They also offer support for the people who love them. Now, I know that everybody who lives or sees this won't be from Illinois. Most states have help for parents and loved ones of people with the problem. Check with the governor's office or the local government of your hometown. Everybody needs help. You are not powerless. The internet has help for everything, not just the recovering community. In closing, my message to persons dealing with a loved one's addiction is this quote. I first heard it back in 1993, not too long before Jim Valvano died of cancer. And he said, and by the way, he touched the hearts of thousands of people, he said, don't give up. Don't ever give up. Your children, your spouse, your loved ones can be helped. Persevere. Walk the walk. And miracles do happen. You're looking at one. Thank you for listening.